All right, let's get your breaking news that's coming in at the moment. Pakistan's airport authority has said that reports about the closure of Islamabad's airspace are baseless. Flight operations at Islamabad International Airport are continuing as normal and all flights are operating on schedule. But remember, this comes amid reports of 2 explosive-laden drones that were intercepted in Islamabad a short while back. One drone fell near Faizabad while another landed in the I-9 sector. The drones were possibly launched from Afghanistan, is what reports are suggesting. Authorities have urged the public to avoid unverified reports and rely on official information only. But remember, this recent conflict between Afghanistan and Pakistan has been rapidly spiraling into a dangerous new phase. In a dramatic retaliatory move, Afghanistan has struck back the Taliban-led government. Pakistan had done so, and there are claims that its forces carried out the drone and aerial strikes. This is regarding the Taliban-led government in Afghanistan that is being held responsible for these aerial strikes. Inside Pakistan, it claims to have targeted the Kohat military fortress, which is, remember, a key logistical and operational hub for Pakistani troops in the region. According to Afghan media reports, multiple strategic installations within this fortress complex were hit. It includes military residential facilities as well as weapons and ammunition depots. While Islamabad has not officially confirmed the extent of the damage or the casualties, remember, these strikes were a direct response to Pakistan's cross-border attacks on Afghan territory. Afghanistan now saying that these are retaliatory attacks against Pakistan. Pakistan had earlier launched overnight attacks across Afghanistan. Multiple regions were hit during these attacks, including Kabul, which is the Taliban stronghold of Kandahar, as well as the eastern provinces of Paktia and Paktika along the Pakistani border. That time, 6 casualties and 15 people were injured, including women and children. Islamabad, meanwhile, is saying that the operation targeted camps and infrastructure linked to Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which was the militant group that it accuses of carrying out deadly attacks inside Pakistan. Security sources also claiming at least 4 militant camps and support facilities were destroyed in these strikes, along with an oil storage facility. But on ground in Afghanistan, the human cost, remember, has been felt. In parts of Kabul, houses have been reduced to rubble. Roofs collapsed, walls shattered, and shocked residents gathered in the streets at that time, some with bandaged heads and faces as well, while emergency teams had rushed to the spot.
All the children were asleep at night. I was awake. Around 12 a.m., we heard the sound of an airplane, and 3 to 4 seconds later, the whole house went dark. Everywhere was filled with smoke, and all the windows and glass were shattered. The children were sitting in their room, and blood was flowing from their heads and faces. I quickly took them out of the house into the yard because the house was damaged and it was dangerous. About half an hour later, I realized that I was injured too.
Now remember, that time there were no military targets in the area is what they claimed, only ordinary homes, leaving communities terrified as the conflict spills into civilian neighborhoods as well. The situation along the Afghanistan-Pakistan border is now extremely tense. Clashes between the security forces have intensified in the recent weeks, disrupting trade routes and forcing residents in the border areas to flee their residences. And this latest round of strikes, remember, comes just days after both sides were already locked in a warlike standoff with heavy exchanges of fire along the frontier. In late February, remember, this year, Pakistan's defense minister had warned that the situation had escalated in what he described as an open war between the two neighbours. It was the most serious confrontation since a Qatar-mediated ceasefire was reached last October. The previous situation took a drastic turn as well when Afghanistan's Ministry of Defense claimed that its forces struck an area of Pakistan which was very close to its nuclear hub. As per the Taliban government, its air force purportedly conducted coordinated aerial operations against key military sites. This included the Gulni military base in Rawalpindi, Khawazai camp in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and the 12th Corps Division headquarters in Quetta. But most importantly, Afghanistan has claimed to have caused damage to the strategic air base of Noor Khan in Rawalpindi. According to the UN assistance mission in Afghanistan, Pakistani military ops between late February and early March had killed 56 civilians in Afghanistan, including 24 children. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees said that around 115,000 people had been displaced by this fighting.